Now, less than an hour after his tweet about North Korea, what was that again? It won't happen. Less than an hour after that, he tweeted this. Insulting China and linking North Korea's weapons program to what Trump perceives as unfair trade practices. Jesus Christ. He tweeted, quote, China has been taking out massive amounts of money and wealth from the U.S. in totally one-sided trade, but won't help with North Korea. Nice. Nice. Sad. It won't happen. Terrible. Shameful. As has been said by just about every leading Republican in the country, and certainly every normal human being during the campaign, that Trump does not have the intelligence or the temperament or the understanding to deal with any of this stuff, much less to be the United States Commander-in-Chief with the launch codes, right? An example, at a September rally in Pensacola, Trump promised an active war response if the Iranian Navy disrespected U.S. naval vessels. He said, or he tweeted, no, he said this, quote, when they circle our beautiful destroyers with their little boats and they make gestures at our people that they shouldn't be allowed to make, they will be shot out of the water. Jesus H. bleeding Christ. Make gestures that they shouldn't be allowed to make. What would those gestures be? Donald, the middle finger? Waving their guns around? What would those gestures be that they shouldn't be allowed to make that will cause them to be, quote, shot out of the water? Now, right after the asshole made his two tweets, national security analyst named John Schindler said Trump's second tweet in particular was a big mistake about China, because China has been North Korea's only ally, but has so far sided with the United States against North Korea on the matter of nuclear weapons. Not for much longer. You don't. Well, a person of normal intelligence would not, in the same tweet, bust up on North Korea and insult China. I mean, what kind of nonsense is that? And Schindler, John Schindler, the NSA analyst, said, quote, keep pissing off Beijing, Don. As President of the United States, you'll have no channel to the Democratic People's Republic of Korea next time the Norks do something crazy. End quote. The Norks being the North Koreans, Nork. Keep pissing off Beijing, Don. I guess Schindler, like me, like you, just absolutely will not call this rancid son of a bitch the President of the United States. There's no way. I will guarantee you that if I am around during however long he serves, I will not refer to him as President Trump. Frank Brutti in the Times today, I think it'll be in tomorrow's paper because it wasn't in today, but it's online. Listen to this. Donald Trump rightly reprimanded House Republicans on Tuesday for their move to disembowel the Office of Congressional Ethics. But let's not be duped or dumb. This was like a crackhead dad fuming at his kids for smoking a little weed. And as Bruni points out, when when these House Republicans who are just shitheads to begin with, just total shitheads, totally out of control. They have no interest in governance. They have no interest in the American people. They have no interest in the country. Nothing. But when they look at Trump, Bruni points out, here's what they see. A presidential candidate who broke with decades of precedent by refusing to release his tax returns and thus shine a light on his conflicts of interest. A president-elect who has yet to spell out how he would eliminate those conflicts and who has instead repeatedly reminded reporters and voters that he's under no explicit legal obligation to eliminate them at all. A plutocrat whose children have toggled back and forth between his government activities and his corporate interests, raising questions about the separation of the two. Is it any wonder, then, that House Republicans felt okay about trying to slip free of some of their own ethical shackles, no matter how ugly the optics? Of course not. It's no wonder at all. This is what I said the other night. We are in for most definitely the most politically corrupt period in the history of this country. No, seriously. Forget Abscam, forget the Watergate, forget Teapot Dome, forget all of that stuff. Those were warm-up pitches. What is coming from this Republican government is going to be horrific.